Welcome to day 117. I'm Captain.
And I'm Sunshine.
And we're still walking.
And still talking. We are going from Country Road 517 to hopefully Wildcat Shelter, which is 19.6 miles. We are getting a bit of a late start. It's, I think, almost 9 o'clock in the morning. And we're going to stop in 4 miles for breakfast at this place that apparently has apple cider donuts and apple cider slushies and fruit. And it's a tough climb today. So I don't know if we're going to make our 20, but we're going to try.
We slept amazing. I would have to say I slept amazing.
I didn't sleep amazing. Just because, so how it works at the drive-in is it starts at 8:45 and they give you 2 movies. We lasted through the first movie, but then there are cars like leaving throughout the second movie. And so as a result, there's like lights coming into your tent all the time. And I didn't sleep great, but I'm not complaining. I'm so happy we did that. It was a cool experience. So.
Absolutely. After a quick little shuttle ride, we are in what feels like the Everglade.
It does. And I'm walking behind him because I feel like we're on trip and I'm Jessica overboard and I don't know what's down there except muckety muck. Apparently this is a 4-mile walk until we get to the spot where we can get off and have some breakfast. I'm hoping it's not all in the sun like this because this is kind of brutal.
No kidding.
But we've been pampered being in the canopy all this time, so.
Yeah, that's about it. Let's get going.
Bye.
Gonna fly away, go a million miles, and take a holiday where I can hide away, and where the crowds are gone. I'll hear the siren song saying, "Here, a life like this, you can do no wrong."
So these blue things are silky dogwood. According to locals, this is called the $1 Million Bridge. And I said, why did it cost $1 million? And they said, probably more by now. Apparently they had to bring all this in by helicopter or something. I haven't confirmed this. Just listening to the locals. So cute. Oh, the captain loves to jump up and down when I get on bridges like this. Funny, honey. I hope it's made well. Oh, actually, I'm gonna get vertigo. We don't want to be the one it breaks on, huh? Yeah. I would have loved to have done this walk last night at dusk when it was a lot cooler, but we would have been an hour late for the movie and my feet were killing me, guys. Killing me yesterday. Hopefully today's a better day, but my socks are still wet and my shoes are wet, so that doesn't help the cause at all. But there's no rain in the forecast for the next couple of days, so that's good. If you're going to be out here, you got to be able to hike in the rain. It's just the feet. My feet got the blisters before the rain, to be honest. They got them at the end of the rocks, like the last day of the big rocks, and then the rain the next couple of days just made it worse. So it happens. I was just talking to one of the guys this morning at the drive-in. He was like, he had tendonitis and he had some other issues. And he said, basically one foot thing resolves and then another one comes in. I mean, you're on these babies, sometimes 12 or more hours a day. So it only makes sense. Isn't this beautiful and peaceful this morning?
A life like someone told me I'd never see.
Don't make it to Katahdin, it is because of me. Because I saw a farm stand, I stopped, started talking to the farmer, started eating the produce, and I never left. You guys, in our 10 years of travel, anytime we're in any country, whether it's in the RV or we're getting off a bus or whatever, if there's anything grown by a farmer or a cute little farm stand, I am all over it, even if it's something I don't like. I think growing up on an apple farm had that impact on me. Plus, I love like farm to table or farm to Jessica's mouth. Captain Sunshine, I don't even know who the hell I am today. See, I haven't eaten. I need to eat. So the reason I'm telling you this is because there's a farm. It's not a farm stand, like it's like a building that has produce. And online it says they have apple cider slushies and apple cider donuts. Like, oh. So that's our next stop in less than a mile. Oh my gosh, Largo, what do you want to get? Oh my gosh. Oh. We have in there so far,
We have
Captain.
an assortment of salsa chips and salsa, a pie, some
What's
Gatorade.
that? You got a brownie? You got a brownie.
Gotcha.
I got a blueberry pie. My apple childhood is super happy right now. I've never had an apple cider slushie.
Uh-huh.
Have you had one before?
No.
It is the best freaking slushie I've ever had.
That's good.
Oh my God, it's so good. I may come back and get a second one. Oh, I spilled some.
So what was our haul?
God. 6 fresh off the grill apple cider donuts, 2 apple cider slushies, a Coke for me to get energy, electrolytes for Captain to get energy, a blueberry pie for me, but hopefully Captain will eat some pretzels for Captain, and then chips and locally made cheese and salsa for lunch. And it was
We are fine dining tonight.
$60. Awesome. It's just what I like to see. I like the surprise attack better. Wow, that was a great stop. I'm having a hard time getting going now. I'm worried about the blisters. I want to make sure they're not getting infected, but they are still really hurting me. Anyway, here we go. We got a big steep 0.8 uphill, so not that long, but like it looks like on the far out like it's going to be like stairs that steep. And then it's ups and downs today. It's not an easy day. I don't know if we'll make it to the shelter because now it's 11:30, and it's hot. It is 85 degrees. All right, here we go. So I've talked a lot about the mental aspect of this trail and just how I feel like that is such a small portion of the trail for me, just because of circumstances of how we've lived our life for the last 10 years. And same with Captain. But I do believe, even though a survey I often reference from Trek.co says that only 15% of the people stop because of mental, I truly believe a lot of people stop the trail because they say, oh, this hurts or that hurts. Rather than rest and heal, if that's possible, that's a good thing to say when they're mentally struggling. And sometimes people don't even know they're mentally struggling, you know? Because it's really hard to admit when you're mentally struggling. For some reason, we give people like a get out of jail card if they're injured, but if they're like, I miss family, or I don't like sleeping out in the woods, or I hate the food, or I'm lonely, then we're like, oh, they're weak. And that's really, really sad. The mental aspect is tough, guys. It's tough. It may not be tough for Captain and I. I mean, we talk about some of it, you know, the food, the beds, whatever, missing will, all that stuff. But it would never be a component that would cause us to stop, unless a family member needed our help, right? But I want to offer whatever I can to you guys so that you don't have to stop if you're planning on hiking this trail because of the mental aspect. So one of the things I was just thinking about is start trying to go without the luxuries that you're used to having. So instead of your Starbucks or your coffee at home every morning, skip it a couple days a week. Or instead of Starbucks, do like instant Folger. So do something that isn't as satisfying to you. Maybe when you're craving XYZ for dinner, instead of having XYZ, you just pull out some rice out of the cupboard and throw a little bit of olive oil on it and call it a day. And just kind of deal with those circumstances. Obviously, it goes without being said that shakedown hikes help. But maybe even in your house, just start sleeping on your mat. And how do you feel about this? Meditation. I'm a big fan of meditation. And also recognizing what you appreciate in yourself and what you're good at and what you're grateful for are all great ways to help with the mental aspect. Here's a big one mentally. Know your why. Why are you doing this? Okay. My why is my son and giving him a break from the chaos of the life and the fastness and the tech that kids live in these days. And that's profound for me. Like you've heard me saying, I physically would have to be carried off the trail before I stopped. And that's true because my why is, for me, it's so powerful. So I don't think it's good enough to say, excuse me, all that sugar, I'm super congested. Well, I've always wanted to do this, okay? Most of the people that I've seen that have stopped the trail, that was their why. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be critical here. It's not strong enough. Why have you always wanted to do this? Oh, it's a childhood dream. Not good enough. Why is it a childhood dream? And you keep breaking it down, breaking it down, breaking it down, breaking it down till you get to the core. Is it a childhood dream because you never traveled as a kid? And you always wanted to, and you always wanted to even just come and do a portion of the trail, but your parents weren't hikers? Is it a childhood dream because you grew up in the city and you felt this connection in nature, but you never got it? Like, why has it always been a dream? I saw a movie, not good enough. What was it in that movie that made you want to come out here and do this? What exactly? Was it a connection you saw between people? Was it a disconnection from negativity? Was it a form of healing? It's not just this has always been a dream. It's deeper than that. Because I dream of having a blackberry milkshake right now. But I'm not going back to Shenandoah for it, right? But if, years from now I'm passing through Shenandoah and I want to go out of our way and stop and have a milkshake, it's because I want to go back to that experience I had with Captain and that feeling and that moment that we had when we were through hiking. So I know I'm belaboring this. I'm going to talk about this more and more and more, guys, because, and obviously you can tell I'm going uphill. You guys are keeping my attention while I'm going uphill. It's a hard one. I believe more people stop this trail for mental reasons than they admit, or that they even know. And loneliness and missing family is huge, huge. So if you think that that's going to be an issue, then maybe considering reevaluating coming at a different time in your life, or establishing meetups along the way before you even get started. So Will and I, the original plan was that he was going to hike with us on weekends. And we realized real quickly that was not feasible from a financial as well as time perspective. Then we thought, well, we'll see him every couple of weeks. And that didn't really work out for the first month. So we missed him. But we had a lot in place. We talked several times a day. And we had done hard things like this before. Where the heck is the trail? Excuse me. I'm kind of burpy this morning. So we knew we could do it. And now he's been off and on with us for weeks at a time. And now he's gone again for probably 4 or 5 weeks. And it sucks. But my why of doing this is more powerful than missing Will. That doesn't mean I don't miss Will, because I miss him tremendously, especially since we work, live, parent, travel. We're together 24/7. But I know that this I hate to use the word "this too shall pass" because that's what we use when we talk about negative things and things that are upsetting us. And I don't want this to pass. I want to enjoy every minute of the journey. But I also know I'll be back with Will before I know it. And before I know it, Captain will be off at university with his own life. And then we won't be able to do this. So, yeah, that was a long way of me saying mental. Take this opportunity to put something in the comments, ask a question. You can ask anything mentally. Anything, you can ask me anything mentally if you want to. And if I can't answer, I'll try and find you the answer. Because obviously if you're watching this and you're using it as a through-hike prep, I want to see you succeed too. So if I can offer any assistance, I'm here for it, okay? There's no way this is going to translate to video, but I go up that way, and then over this way, and then up that. So basically I'm going up to the top of this. Woo! I'm glad it's not dark. I would definitely be lost out here. And I could see how this would be a snake zone. Do you know the quickest way to get me up something like this? You're supposed to sign that says there's snakes. Because the longer you linger, the more time the snake has to get to you. So my foot doesn't spend more than a couple of seconds on a rock at a time, and I'm going, zippity-dip. Well, bugger, there you are. All right, I just screamed, and I think my phone's ringing. Me and Captain must have heard me. He's worried about me. Hey, honey.
Hey there.
Did you just hear me scream?
Yeah.
There's a snake. It's just a baby one, but it's in my path. Will you come get rid of it?
That's funny.
Are you at the top? I heard the views are amazing.
Not at the top yet.
All right, I'm trying to race the snake, but he's really fast. Oh.
2 people are coming down, so I mean,
Okay, I'll get them to wrangle the snake.
maybe they'll scare it off.
We'll have it for dinner. Okay, I love you.
That's
Bye.
fine. All right, cool. Bye.
Something you see occasionally out here, but not very often, is a mailbox. And it looks like someone needs to send something out. So likely this is a book where you can mark that you were here. Yep. Sometimes we do it, sometimes we don't. Just depends on how we're feeling. I think at this point everyone knows that Captain wants to be a pilot. And so he's having so much fun through this area of New Jersey because there's all kinds of flights taking off and landing. And he has an app. What's the name of the app?
Flight Radar 24.
Is it an app or is it a website?
It's both a website and an app.
Flight Radar 24, is that what you said?
Yeah.
He's been putting it, checking when he hears an airplane above us, where it's going and where it's coming from and all that kind of stuff, which is really fun for him. Where did you just find one coming from, you told me earlier?
From Tel Aviv.
Tel Aviv, yep. For until further notice, Captain and I can be found at the Wawa Yanda shelter, living our best life.
And until further notice means in 20 minutes.
We've got chips and salsa, garlic and cheddar cheese, a pie, and this shelter has almost 4 walls on it, which is really nice. It says this little spot over here where you can kind of tuck yourself in.
3 1/4.
3 1/4, which is really nice. And if we're ready to stop for the night, this would be a great place to stop. I'm in New Jersey.
New York. Yay.
And here I come over to join Captain
I think I might want to go
in
back
New
to
York.
New Jersey.
Oh, you're going back to New Jersey?
Yep, back to New
Because
Jersey.
you liked our breakfast.
Maybe I actually want to go back to New York. Oh, wait.
Back. Let's pitch our tent here and sleep in both tonight.
Funny. We roll over and we're in New Jersey.
Let's do our song. You ready? You got it in you?
Sure.
We just had a heck of a climb, guys. I don't know if we have it in us, but let's see if we can just balance this camera here.
That was a bad idea.
There we go. There we go. Okay, you ready?
I'm worried about the camera. Hold on.
Dun, 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 dun. It's fine. It's
I'm
fine.
worried about the camera.
Don't worry about the camera. You ready?
I don't want to break the camera.
Dun, dun. Oh, you're killing me. Okay.
There we go.
Do you remember the words?
Bum bum ba da da dum bum ba da 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 dum bum ba da da dum bum ba da da da.
We should have a hat.
Bum bum ba da da dum bum ba da 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 dum bum ba da da dum.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I wanna be a part of it. New York, New York. If I can, I skipped ahead. Make it there, I can make it. Anywhere, it's up to you. Got it. You, New York, Are you looking up the words?
Yes.
Okay, we'll do it. We'll do it again.
I
You can look at those.
wanna be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes. Yay, we're in New Jersey, or wait, New York. Yay.
We love New York so much. Woo!
Welcome to the end of day 100 and something.
It's 117. We went 11. Look, I'm like looking on my phone. We went 11.4 miles from Country Road 517 to New York State Line. We're in New York, baby. Let's see. We didn't go as many miles as we thought today. The terrain was harder. We got a late start. We took a
nice hour and something break at the farm place.
Yeah. And my feet are really, really hurting. The blisters are hurting on there and they're just aching all over. So I think I've just got a couple more days of healing. Can you hear the cicadas? Look how sound loud they are. It's crazy how loud they are.
No kidding.
What's your best and worst from today?
I would say my best was the food, and my worst was probably... Oh, that's a good question. Today was a pretty good day.
Oh, was your worst that I'm cranky right now?
Oh, not really.
I'm a little cranky right now. My best was the food. We're in New York State. Yippee, yippee, yippee. What else? The hike wasn't too bad today. My worst is definitely my feet again. Did I see the bear? Did I see the bear today? That was yesterday. Okay, I already mentioned that. We're
a bit tired today.
All the days are blending together, you guys. They're really blending together. I think that's it.
That's about it.
Yeah.
We can hear airplanes all above us, and there's a bug right there.
Where?
But
outside or inside? Where's the bug?
Inside. There's like a fly.
Oh, okay.
But that is about it for tonight. We will call it a night there, and tomorrow we'll see our first couple of trails of New York.
Yeah, and we heard we got quite a scramble for tomorrow, so we got to get some sleep.
We'll see you
Good
then.
night, guys.
Your mic isn't on.
And how many apple cider donuts do you want?
One?
That's it?
I mean, I don't want to get too much.
Okay. So I have officially eaten 3 donuts, apple cider slushy, half a Coke. Captain has had how many donuts?
2.
2 donuts, a half a brownie, and we decided that it's 10 o'clock and we're just gonna have our lunch now. So it's chips and salsa time.
What do we have here?
Mom eating a pie. Rocks, Sylvania has now become Rocks, New Jersey for me. Because there's been a lot of rocks in New Jersey. Or maybe this is just Rocks a trail from the rest of the point forward going north. I had too much sugar today. I feel like I'm just like... Hold on. Something just went weird. Okay,